day, driving through traffic, all those things, this is the perfect thing to just open everything back up and get you feeling good again. Okay, so we're going to be using your yoga blocks today as well. And depending on how open or tight your back is where you'll figure out where these blocks are going to end up. So right now I have one block on the tall end, one block in the medium range. These can always come down and come here. If you're just even more open in your back, you'll probably go to this position. I'm going to keep it here for you today and kind of show you what that ends up looking like, okay? So this first block that's closest to you is going to go towards your shoulder blades, like right on them. If you like it right below it too, you can totally play with that area as well. And this top block is going to be where your head gets to rest. So I want you to come onto your back, and it'll take like a second or two to kind of figure out exactly where you want these today. And then you have to kind of reach back and find that block there too. And just make sure you feel nice and comfortable there, because we're going to be here for a second, okay? And as your back starts to open up more and your heart gets to open up more, you might end up moving these blocks around. So feel free to play with it today. And then just open up your arms to a cactus position right here. And just start to sink and melt into these blocks today. And we're going to be here for a minute, so I just want you to close your eyes. The feet are hip width apart. In order not to dump into your low back today, give me a little tuck of your tailbone, and that'll support your back. It'll change your position just slightly there. And then from here, we're going to do little snow angels. So you're going to reach the arms overhead and pull those elbows back down towards your ribs. And again, you reach and pull back down. Keep moving here. Inhale as you reach overhead. And then exhale as you pull back down. Couple more right there. Try to keep that neck nice and relaxed. Shoulders are away from those ears. And then just come back to that cactus position there. Now, as you're here, feel free to start to lengthen out the legs if that feels good in your body to do. Still a little tuck in that tail. And then reach the arms back overhead. And hold on to opposite elbows right here. Bigger stretch, so if it doesn't feel good today, just come back to your cactus arms, right? Always play with it. Every day is going to be a little different. I feel those shoulders opening up. And as you're here, you can start to sway the arms a little side to side. And then you can reach those arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to circle those arms back behind you and circle them out and around, and then the arms come back up. And again, just start those circles and just let them be however big they want to go today. Don't worry about having to hold your shoulders in one position. You're just moving through it today. One more. And at the top, reverse your circles. You reach it down and around. Keep that breath nice and smooth. One more. And then reach the arms up towards the ceiling again. From there, open up the arms to the sides, and then reach back up, and you're going to give yourself a hug and kind of wrap those arm bones around. Give it a nice little squeeze right there. And then reach those arms up, open, And then bring the other arm in front on top. So you're always going to cross differently with those arms as you hug. And you open and hug. And again. And hug. And then one more set right here. Last one. Inhale to open. Exhale to hug. And then go ahead and bring those hands back down by your sides. Bring those feet back in. And then slowly start to roll to one side and help yourself up. Whew. That feels so nice to open up like that. So go ahead and take those blocks off to the side. And you're gonna lie on down and we'll do a little happy baby stretch next. So you get to lie into that back. It feels so good to be off of those blocks too for a second there. And then hug those knees into your chest. Rock side to side a little there. And to start out your happy baby pose today, just go ahead and bend those legs and feel the thigh bones pulling down and feel the tailbone reaching down towards the floor still. Now, if it's available to you, you can hold on towards those feet. Get that nice little stretch right there. And you can just rock side to side a little there. So now you're reaching that tail down, lifting the heart up slightly. So you're still feeling that back engage there. A couple more breaths right here. One more breath in this happy baby. And then go ahead and hug those legs in. And then start to rock yourself up and down. Just getting a little momentum right there. And you're going to cross your legs. Try not to use the hands. We're going to stand all the way up so we can hit a forward fold. So inhale back, cross the ankles, and stand all the way up tall. And come on back. So right here, I want you to reach those arms up and overhead. Feel that heart reach up towards the sky. And then round yourself up and over, diving down towards those toes. Stay right here in this forward fold. Bring your hands onto your shins. And then lift that heart forward, flattening out that spine, half forward fold. Feel the shoulders draw down your back. And then forward fold all the way back down again. And then this time, feet are hip width apart still. Reach the arms up and hit your chair pose. So I'm keeping your legs hip width apart today for this chair pose here. Feel that different little bit of work there. When the legs are all the way together, it's easy to find your center. Now you have to figure out how to use those inner thighs. So feel those inner thighs hugging and lifting. Arms are reaching forward. Little tuck of the tailbone still so you're not overarching into that back. Lift that heart up. And then from here, bring those hands back to the chest. And we take a twist. So trying to keep your hands at the chest, you wrap around and you're trying to bring that elbow to the outside of that thigh bone. And just listen to your body of where it needs to go today. Maybe it doesn't twist all the way, and that's fine. Again, we're working on opening up that heart. This rotation helps open up that back too and get that lift. So if you're right here, I love it. Stay there. Feel those abs still pulling in. Take one more breath here. And then reach the arms up, back to the chest, and you twist the opposite direction. Now, I like almost not being able to put the elbow down, because look how many things can happen when we do that. You can start to tweak the hips, bend one leg more, and then you're really forcing a twist. I want you to work with what you've got today to give me that twist. Really press those palms together. Feel again those inner thighs hugging. Oh, that chair pose feels so nice. One more breath right here. And then reach those arms all the way back up. Lift up tall and give me that forward fold. Now from here, you get to drop back down to your knees for a second there. And we're gonna do a little bit more back extension swan. Today we get to use the blocks. And I'm gonna bring those blocks up probably to that middle position to start out, to see how my shoulders are feeling today, to help open up the heart. Now the blocks can go towards the edge of your mat. And you'll lie all the way down. And then from there, you can even reach the blocks out further. So I just want you to relax right here. Let the head hang heavy. And then maybe you're getting that stretch through your lats, through your shoulders. If you need a little bit more, you bring the blocks up to the highest position there, and then get that reach. So I always like to start kind of like in that middle position and then work my way up from there. I'd hate to go here and be like, oh, that's just too much today. So that's where I like to kind of start with those blocks in that middle or even beginning position. And just feel that nice stretch right there. The palms of the hands are pressing down into those blocks. Feel your heart trying to reach a little bit more forward. One more breath here. And then carefully walk those hands off of the blocks. You'll take one of your blocks off to the side. And then next, we get to rest your forehead down on the block. So you're going to just rest that forehead down. Maybe I'll give you a nice little stretch in the neck. And then I want you to reach your arms out to a T position. And then just give me a little thumbs up. Everything's good. We're good to go right here. So now we're going to work a little bit more into that back, which the more we work the back, the more the heart will open up in that chest, okay? So feel the abdominals pulling in and up right here. And then you start to lift those arms up off of the mat. Feel those shoulder blades just reaching towards each other. And then just lower it back down again. And again, reach out to lift those arms up. And notice here, keeping your head on the block will keep you from straining into that neck or even trying to go into the traps too much. This really gets to work the lats, lower the arms down. Lift the arms back up. Works those lats, works those rhomboids, all those muscles there. And lower it back down. And you got one more right there. Feel those abdominals pulling up. Those tops of the feet are lowering down as you lift those arms up. And then lower all the way back down. Bring the hands by the chest. Lift up. Take that block off to the side. And then just hit a nice little child's pose after that. One more breath here. And then meet me on your stomach again. We do your swan, and we're going to do a little pull straps here. So I want those legs just hip width apart again. And those hands are going to make fists right by the chest. Now lift the head and chest up and stay right here. Keep that chest lifted. You lift the arms up slightly. Now you're going to reach the arms back behind you. Hold. Now as you bend those elbows again, try not to let your knuckles touch the mat. And again, you reach it back and bend back in. Keep reaching that heart forward. Again, reach and back in. Go for 3 and 2. Last one. Hold it back there. Give me a little lift of those arms up for 8, 7. Keep reaching that chest. You go for 4, 3, 2, 1. You lower it down. All right. We go into that T-pull position instead. So now, just like how when we had the block down, it's the same idea. So I want you to feel like how you can still work into those arms without pulling into your neck or your traps without the block, okay? So you're gonna lift the chest back up slightly. Now again, remember when we lift the chest, that it's not this crunch in the neck to make it happen. Your neck is staying nice and long. And then you reach your arms out to that T, press the tops of your feet down into the mat, and then reach those arms back as you lift the chest up even more. And then reach back out to the sides as you lower. And again, you reach out to lift. And reach out to lower. This one's tough, I'm right there with you. Again, reach. And out. 2 more, reach. And back out to the sides. 1 more, I want you to punch your knuckles through 2 walls out to the sides. Then lift. And reach it back out. Lower it down. Sit back in that child's pose there. Whew. You deserve that child's pose after all that extension. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Meet me in a downward facing dog. And I want you to stay right here. Feel that wrap of the arm bones. And this exercise we're about to do is really to connect to your lats. So those muscles, those wings on your body there. Walk the hands in just slightly. Lift the tail up a little bit more. From here, we do your downward dog push-ups. So your elbows are gonna bend, your head goes down towards your mat, and then you straighten it back up. And again, you bend and straighten it. Bend and press. And feel how nice it feels to get into your lats without activating those traps right there. Give me 4 more. And they're not easy either. Go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Woo. Hold it there. Lift that tail up a little bit more. Reach that heart towards those thigh bones there. And then lower all the way back down. And we get to take a block again with us as you lie down onto your back. So I want you to take your block. It's going to go between your inner thighs. And we're going to go for our shoulder bridge today. So with that, again, we're not going into wheel or anything like that. We're just taking a little shoulder bridge here. But I want you to feel the connection in your inner thighs as we're opening up the back. So go ahead. Those feet are hip width apart. And then I always like to touch my heels to my fingertips, then walk the heels a little further out from there. That's always kind of a nice setup right there. Then from here, collarbones are nice and wide. Start to peel your hips up off of the mat and hold it up there. And then from there, either stay right here if this feels good, or you can start to lift and pick up those shoulder blades a little bit more, maybe even clasp the hands behind your seat and get that nice lift. It's the last time we're working into this, so get that heart to open up one last time right here. Feel here, that hug into that block, those abs pulling in and up, those glutes are lifting, the heart is reaching. Two more deep breaths here. Neck is nice and long. Last one. Unclasp your hands. Bring them back down onto the mat. Slowly round down through your spine. Take that block off to the side. Hug those knees in. Rock it side to side a little bit there. Whew. And then get a little momentum again just to meet me at the top and sit with those legs cross-legged here. And just find that lift in your spine one last time. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Bring those hands down through heart center. Go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Lift that heart up one more time right there. An awesome work today with opening up that heart and opening up that chest. Great work. I'm Jenny Del Pozo, your iFit trainer. I'll see you again soon.